Become a Master Communicator. Introduction. In our fast-paced, ever-evolving world, communication has emerged as one of the most indispensable skills we can develop. Yet for many of us, it remains one of the most challenging areas to navigate. Whether it's talking with a loved one about a sensitive topic, negotiating at work, or simply expressing our thoughts and feelings in a clear and effective manner, our ability to communicate can shape our lives profoundly. Welcome to Become a Master Communicator, a book dedicated to helping you unlock the power of effective communication in every aspect of life. This journey will empower you with the understanding and tools to transform how you express yourself and connect with others. Benefits for readers. By diving into this book, you will embark on a transformative path that offers several invaluable benefits. 1. Strengthen relationships. Learn the techniques to build trusting and supportive relationships, both personal and professional. Communication is the cornerstone of all healthy relationships, and mastering it can help you connect more deeply with the people who matter most. 2. Enhance conflict resolution skills. Discover strategies to address and resolve conflicts with confidence and calmness. You'll gain insights into handling disagreements without damaging relationships or losing your composure. 3. Boost professional success. Improve your ability to collaborate and negotiate effectively at work. Whether you're leading a team or contributing to one, strong communication skills are key to achieving your professional goals. 4. Increase self-confidence. As you become more adept at expressing your thoughts and emotions, your self-confidence will naturally grow. You'll feel more comfortable in any conversation, whether casual or crucial. 5. Cultivate influence and leadership. Learn how to inspire, motivate, and lead others through the words you choose and the way you deliver them. You'll harness the power of communication to positively impact the people around you. Designed in a straightforward and engaging manner, each chapter of this book will be like a stepping stone leading you towards mastery of communication. From understanding the fundamentals to exploring advanced techniques, each section is filled with practical examples and relatable scenarios to help you firmly grasp the concepts. Embark on this rewarding journey to conquer the art of communication. With Become a Master Communicator, you are not just learning to talk, but to express yourself fully, listen deeply, and make meaningful connections that can change the trajectory of your life and the lives of those around you. Chapter 1. The Power of Words. In every corner of our lives, from our homes to our workplaces and everywhere in between, our words wield an incredible power. They act as bridges that connect us to one another, allowing us to express thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Depending on how we use them, words can heal or hurt, invite understanding or create barriers. Therefore, harnessing the power of words is not just about speaking effectively. It's about nurturing relationships and fostering an environment where productive dialogue thrives. Understanding the impact of words. Imagine the beginning of a day at work. You start with a meeting where your colleague chooses to highlight your recent achievements. Their words make you feel appreciated and motivate you to tackle the rest of the day with enthusiasm. Now, consider an alternate scenario where the same colleague chooses to criticize your recent efforts without recognizing your previous success. Such words can deflate your spirit and color your entire day with negativity. This illustrates a crucial point. Words shape our experiences and consequently our relationships. Effective communication starts with being conscious of this power. Words are like seeds. When chosen wisely, they can grow into healthy relationships, thriving workplace environments, or strong community ties. The key is choosing those words carefully, considering both the intended message and the emotional undertone. Words shape perception. Have you ever noticed how two people can describe the same event differently based on the words they choose? For a simple task like a neighborhood cleanup, one person might say, "It was an exhausting chore," while another might say, "It felt great to make a difference." Though describing the same event, the words create different perceptions, one negative, the other positive. This example shows how words frame our experiences. When equipped with this knowledge, we can consciously choose words that promote positivity and collaboration. This is true in both personal and professional scenarios. Language and emotion. Words don't just convey ideas. They carry emotions, sometimes more powerfully than the ideas themselves. Think of the sweetest compliment you've ever received, or conversely, the harshest criticism. These instances likely stirred strong feelings, proving that words can slash like swords or soothe like balm. A friend recalling a supportive teacher might say, "Her words lifted me up. She always said, 'You can achieve anything if you work hard.'" These simple yet impactful words encourage perseverance and self-belief, leaving a lasting impression. Mastering the language of influence. Many of us underestimate how our choice of words can influence others. Often we focus on getting our point across without considering how it impacts the recipient. Imagine a situation where you need to provide feedback to a team member. Instead of saying, "Your work isn't good," try, "Let's explore ways to enhance your work. Your efforts are valued, and I believe in your potential." The latter not only conveys the message but does so in a way that empowers and supports the individual's growth. Crafting productive dialogue. The cornerstone of productive dialogue is constructive communication. Simple modifications in our language, such as using "I feel" instead of "you never," or asking questions like, "How can we improve this?" instead of stating, "This doesn't work," can foster collaborative environments. They invite dialogue rather than shutting it down. A sales manager might transition from saying, "You didn't make your targets," to a more engaging approach like, "What can we do to achieve our goals together?" This not only preserves the individual's dignity, but also reinforces a spirit of partnership. Conclusion: your words, your world. Recognizing the power packed within our words is a transformative step towards effective communication. It is more than just about speaking or listening. It's about using language consciously, creating alliances, and nurturing relationships that make life's tapestry richer and more fulfilling. As we become more aware of the words we choose, we begin to shape not only our communication skills, but our world as well. Remember, in the realm of interactions, words can be the gentle nudge that leads to peace and progress. As you continue to explore the subsequent chapters, keep this foundational principle close. With the right words, we can change the world, one conversation at a time. Chapter 2. Listening actively. Imagine you are at a crowded party. The music is loud, conversations fill the air, and amidst all this noise, your friend is sharing something important with you. Yet because of the distractions, you barely catch every third word. You nod absent-mindedly, but deep down you know you're not really listening. How often do scenes like this unfold in our everyday lives? We hear sounds, but we don't always listen to the words. And this difference can shape our relationships profoundly. Active listening is the art of truly engaging with the speaker, understanding their message, and responding thoughtfully. It's not just about being silent while someone else talks. It's about creating a bridge of communication that lets the other person know they are valued and understood. The art of active listening. 1. Focus fully on the speaker. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Phones buzz with notifications, thoughts wander, and multitasking becomes a habit. However, when we commit to active listening, our focus should be on the speaker. Put the phone down, turn off the TV, and offer your full attention to the person speaking. They will notice, and it will set the stage for mutual respect and understanding. 2. Show that you're listening. Nonverbal signals are powerful. Nod occasionally, smile, and use small verbal acknowledgements like "I see" or to show engagement. Remember, these signs are not just for the speaker's benefit. They also help keep your own attention on the conversation. 3. Provide feedback. A wise person once said, "Listening is not understanding the words of the question asked. It's understanding why the question was asked in the first place." To achieve this deeper level of understanding, paraphrase what the speaker said and pose it back to them. For example, "So what I'm hearing is that you're feeling overwhelmed because of the project deadline. Did I get that right?" 4. Defer judgment. One of the biggest barriers to active listening is jumping to conclusions or preparing your next response while the other person is still talking. Practice suspending judgment and really digest what the speaker is expressing. Allow them to finish their thoughts before contributing your perspective. 5. Respond appropriately. Active listening is designed to encourage respect and understanding. You are gaining information and perspective. When you reply, ensure your responses are honest and respectful. Treat the speaker the way you'd want to be treated if roles were reversed. The impact of listening. Think of listening as a gift. It fosters trust and deepens relationships. When people realize you genuinely want to understand their perspective, they're more likely to open up, share, and connect on a deeper emotional level. Building trust through listening. Let's say you're in a work meeting and a colleague expresses concern about a project they're working on. Instead of dismissing their worries or cutting in, you take time to listen and understand their point. This act doesn't just help in addressing the issue. It also builds trust and establishes a rapport. You become someone they can count on to hear them out. Deepening understanding. Relationships in life thrive on understanding. Imagine having a sibling who travels often. They tell you they're feeling lonely despite their adventures. By listening actively, you can grasp not just their words but their sentiments too, leading to a meaningful conversation about their well-being. This deepens your bond and enhances the emotional connection in your relationship. Strategies for improved listening. Here are some strategies to incorporate and practice to bolster your active listening skills. Avoid interrupting. Allow the speaker to express their thoughts fully before diving in with your input. Summarize when needed. Especially in complex topics, summarizing their points back can confirm your understanding. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage more in-depth discussion by asking questions that allow for a wide range of responses. Be patient. Conversations don't always flow smoothly. Allow pauses. Sometimes the silence encourages the speaker to dig deeper. In conclusion, active listening isn't just a skill. It's a commitment to improve relationships, clear misunderstandings, and foster a communication-rich environment. Practice these techniques, and you'll find that your conversations become more rewarding and your relationships richer. Let's build those bridges, one word at a time. Chapter 3. Expressing yourself clearly. Clear communication is like a well-lit path in the darkness. It guides us safely from one point to another, helping us convey our thoughts, intentions, and emotions without missteps. When we express ourselves clearly, we build bridges of understanding and eliminate the fog of confusion. This chapter will unfold the art of articulating thoughts and feelings effectively and show how clarity improves both personal and professional interactions. 1. Know your message. Before you speak, take a moment to reflect on what you truly want to say. Imagine you are about to discuss a team project with your colleagues. Begin with clarity in your mind. Are you explaining a new idea? Are you addressing a concern? Pinpointing your core message will help direct your conversation and keep it focused. Example. Imagine you have a new plan for your work team to increase productivity. Start with a clear statement like, "I believe we can boost our productivity by trying a new approach. Here's what I propose." This upfront clarity helps set the conversation on the right track. 2. Use simple language. We often believe that using complex words makes us sound smarter. However, clear communication thrives on simplicity. Aim to express your thoughts in straightforward terms. Use language that is easy to understand to minimize misinterpretation. Example: instead of saying, "Our objective entails developing a comprehensive strategy," say, "We need to create a complete plan." This simple language makes your intention clearer to everyone. 3. Be specific. Vagueness can lead to misunderstandings. Instead, be specific about what you want or how you feel. Specificity provides a clearer picture of your message and helps others grasp the details without guessing. Example: instead of saying, "I need this soon," say, "I need this report by Friday at 3 p.m. Specific details leave no room for ambiguity and set clear expectations. 4. Use I statements. When expressing feelings or opinions, using I statements rather than you statements can prevent defensiveness and keep the lines of communication open. It shifts the focus from blaming to sharing personal perspectives. Example: say, "I feel overwhelmed with the current workload," rather than "You're giving me too much work." This approach shows ownership of your feelings and invites a more collaborative discussion. 5. Stay focused on the topic. Conversations can easily drift off course. Keep your communication goal in sight and steer the conversation back whenever it begins to wander. This focus prevents important points from being buried under unrelated topics. For example: if a meeting to discuss project deadlines veers off into discussing unrelated tasks, gently steer it back with a statement like, "Let's revisit our main agenda to make sure we cover all points about the deadlines." 6. Ask for feedback. To ensure that your message is received as intended, ask for feedback. Encourage others to rephrase what they understood, which helps to confirm clarity and allows for corrections if needed. Example: after presenting an idea, you might ask, "Can you tell me what you think my main points were?" This assists you in confirming that your message hit its mark. Conclusion: expressing yourself clearly is a vital skill that develops with practice. By knowing your message, using simple language, being specific, employing I statements, staying focused and seeking feedback, you can transform your communication into a precise, effective tool. Clear expression not only averts misunderstandings, but also strengthens relationships, fostering trust and collaboration both at work and in personal life. As you practice these techniques, notice how the quality of your conversations and the responses you receive begin to change for the better. Chapter 4. Managing emotions in conversations. In every conversation, emotions play an invisible yet powerful role. They can either bridge communication gaps or create deeper divides, depending on how skillfully we manage them. By understanding and controlling our emotions, we can handle challenging conversations with grace and clarity. Understanding the role of emotions. Emotions are our internal responses to external circumstances. Imagine emotions as the weather of the heart, sometimes calm and sunny, other times stormy and intense. It's important to recognize their presence and impact on our communication. The emotional traffic light. Think of your emotions as a traffic light guiding your reactions. Green light, you're calm and collected. Conversations flow smoothly and understanding is enhanced. Yellow light, you're mildly upset or anxious, caution is needed. A pause to reflect can prevent escalation. Red light, you're deeply upset or angry. Stop immediately as productive communication is unlikely. Techniques for managing emotions. 1. Pause and reflect. When you feel emotions rising, take a moment to pause. This simple act creates a space for reflection and prevents rash responses. Imagine it as hitting the pause button in a tense movie scene. Everything freezes allowing you to regain control. Example: before responding to a criticism at work, a teacher named Ryan takes a deep breath and mentally counts to 10. This short pause helps him focus on a constructive, calm reply instead of reacting defensively. 2. Label the emotion. Naming the emotion you're experiencing reduces its power over you. It's as if you're shining a light in a dark room. Understanding replaces fear and chaos. Example: during an argument with a friend, Laura realizes she's feeling overwhelmed. She admits, "I'm feeling really stressed about this situation." By identifying her emotion, she finds it easier to address the underlying issue. 3. Reframe negative thoughts. Often our emotions stem from our perception of events, rather than the events themselves. By reframing negative thoughts into positive or neutral ones, you can alter your emotional experience. Example: instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at this," try, "I am learning and improving." Turning self-doubt into encouragement boosts your emotional resilience during tough talks. 4. Practice empathy. Understanding the other person's emotions can calm your own. Empathy is about genuinely seeking to understand how someone else feels, which can dissolve tension and build connection. Example: when feeling attacked during a conversation, Alex reminds himself that the other person may be speaking from a place of stress or insecurity. This shift helps him respond with compassion instead of defensiveness. Keeping emotions in check. Grounding techniques. When emotions become too overwhelming, grounding techniques can help. Focus on your senses, take 3 deep breaths, or notice 5 things you see around you. These practices help anchor you to the present moment. Visualization. Visualize a calm, positive outcome for the conversation. Picture yourself and the other person walking away feeling heard and understood. This mental rehearsal can guide your real-life interactions toward that desired outcome. Conclusion: emotional mastery as a journey. Managing emotions is an ongoing journey, not a destination. With practice and patience, it becomes second nature. As you cultivate emotional intelligence, you will see not only your conversations improve, but your relationships and self-awareness too. Building this skill will prepare you for the subsequent chapters, where understanding and empathy grow even deeper. Chapter 5. Building Empathy and Understanding. Imagine a world where everyone truly listened to each other, not just to respond, but to understand. This is a world made possible through empathy. Empathy is more than just hearing words. It's about feeling what others feel and seeing the world through their eyes. In this chapter, we will explore how to build empathy and understanding, deepening our connections with others and enriching our conversations. The essence of empathy. At its core, empathy is about connection. It's the ability to step into someone else's shoes and feel what they're feeling without judgment. This creates a bond that goes beyond words. When you show empathy, you tell others that you value their emotions and perspectives. This encourages openness and trust, turning conversations into mutual explorations of thoughts and feelings. Why empathy matters. Empathy fosters both connection and mutual respect. When you empathize with someone, you acknowledge their experiences and validate their feelings. This not only boosts their well-being, but also enriches your understanding. Conversations become more meaningful and less about winning arguments, and more about shared growth and understanding. Steps to develop empathy. 1. Be present. Show attentiveness by putting away distractions. Look at the person you're speaking with and give them your full attention. 2. Listen with intent. Pay attention to both what is said and what is unsaid. Notice the tone, body language, and emotions behind words. 3. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage others to share more by asking questions that cannot be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, how did that experience make you feel? 4. Reflect and validate. Show that you understand by reflecting back what you've heard in your own words and acknowledging their feelings. You might say, "It sounds like you felt really frustrated," to show you're on the same page. 5. Share your feelings. Thoughtfully. While it's important to share your own perspective, be mindful of timing. Make sure the other person feels heard first before you share how you feel. Overcoming barriers to empathy. Sometimes our own emotions, biases, or experiences can get in the way of empathy. Here's how to overcome these hurdles. Self-awareness. Recognize and acknowledge your own biases or emotional triggers that may affect your ability to empathize. Curiosity. Over judgment, approach conversations with curiosity instead of preconceived judgments. Assume you don't know everything and be open to learning. Practice patience. Building empathy takes time. Be patient with yourself and others as you navigate feelings and perspectives. Using empathy to bridge gaps. When you encounter differing perspectives, use empathy to bridge the gap. Acknowledge the differences and seek to understand them rather than dismissing them. State your understanding of their viewpoint and find common ground to rebuild the conversation on mutual respect and comprehension. Example: bridging a perspective gap. Consider a situation at work where two colleagues, Alex and Jordan, have differing opinions on how to approach a project. Instead of immediately arguing his point, Alex takes time to understand Jordan's perspective by saying, "Jordan, I see that you have a different approach in mind for the project. Can you help me understand how you see it benefiting our goals?" This approach invites dialogue rather than division, fostering an environment where solutions are more collaborative and inclusive. Conclusion. Empathy is not just about understanding someone else's feelings, but creating a space where those feelings can be shared freely. By cultivating empathy, we build bridges rather than walls, turning potential conflicts into opportunities for deeper understanding and connection. Let empathy guide you in every conversation, and watch as it transforms the way you interact with the world. Chapter 6. Navigating difficult conversations. Difficult conversations are a part of life. Whether it's discussing a performance issue at work, addressing family concerns, or confronting a friend over an uncomfortable topic, we all face these challenges. The key to navigating these discussions gracefully lies in preparation, empathy, and open-mindedness. In this chapter, we will explore practical strategies to handle tough conversations and maintain healthy relationships. Understanding the challenge. When stakes are high and emotions run deep, conversations can easily derail. It's essential to acknowledge the difficulty of these discussions right from the start. Recognizing the challenge fosters patience with ourselves and others, allowing for a more constructive approach. Prepare with purpose. Preparation is vital. Before entering into a difficult conversation, take a moment to reflect on the objective. What do you wish to achieve? Clear goals help steer the discussion toward a positive outcome. Consider these steps. 1. Clarify your intentions. Ensure you have a clear understanding of why this conversation is necessary. 2. Gather your thoughts. Organize your points logically and anticipate potential questions or objections. 3. Choose the right time and place. Select a setting that encourages calm and private discussion. Approach with empathy. Empathy opens doors in difficult discussions. Approaching the conversation with genuine care and concern for the other person's perspective fosters a collaborative atmosphere. Here's how to integrate empathy. Put yourself in their shoes. Try to understand the emotions and thoughts of the other person. Acknowledge their feelings. Validate their experiences and feelings to show respect for their point of view. Creating a safe space. Establishing a sense of safety is crucial. When people feel safe, they're more likely to open up and engage constructively. Stay calm and composed. Your calmness can diffuse tension, encouraging mutual respect. Establish ground rules. Set mutual expectations for how the conversation will proceed. Communicate openly and clearly. Honesty is crucial, but so is tact. Being open and respectful can preserve the integrity of the relationship. Be direct but kind. Use clear and simple language without being harsh or abrasive. Focus on facts. Base your discussion on observable actions and facts rather than generalizations. Encourage active listening. Listening plays a pivotal role in resolving misunderstandings and reaching consensus. Give full attention. Turn off distractions. Allow the other person to express themselves fully. Reflect and summarize. Repeat back what you've heard to confirm understanding. Ask open-ended questions. Encourage elaboration and deeper insights. Finding common ground. While disagreements can be part of difficult conversations, finding common ground solidifies collaboration. Identify shared values. Pinpoint mutual goals or values that can serve as a foundation for compromise. Focus on solutions. Steer the conversation towards solving the problem rather than assigning blame. Ending on a positive note. Conclude the conversation on a hopeful and constructive note to reinforce relationship-strengthening dialogues. Summarize the agreement. Recap key points and agreed actions. Express gratitude. Thank the person for their openness and willingness to discuss the issue. Practice patience and persistence. Every conversation may not yield immediate solutions, and that's okay. Patience and persistence work hand in hand to nurture understanding and trust over time. By mastering these strategies, you'll become more adept at navigating difficult conversations with grace and patience. With practice, these discussions will feel less daunting, guiding you towards personal growth and stronger relationships. Remember, communication is a skill that can always be refined, paving the way for peaceful resolutions and positive interactions. Chapter 7. Nonverbal Communication. In our journey through effective communication, we often focus on words. However, communication is much like an iceberg, with words representing just the tip that is visible. Beneath the surface lies a vast expanse of unspoken language, nonverbal communication. This chapter will dive into the world of body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. These crucial elements play an integral role in how we convey and interpret messages. The language of the body. Imagine you're meeting someone new. Before either of you speaks, you've already formed some impressions based on posture, gestures, and eye contact. This is the silent, yet powerful language of the body. Posture. Standing upright with an open posture can radiate confidence and approachability, inviting others to engage with us. On the other hand, slouched shoulders or crossed arms might signal insecurity or defensiveness, possibly closing off the opportunity for connection. Let's take Mike, for example. When he walks into his job interview with shoulders back and a gentle smile, the interviewer perceives him as self-assured and prepared, even before they exchange a single word. Gestures. Gestures can emphasize the points we make. A simple hand movement can underscore enthusiasm or sincerity. Think of someone recounting a thrilling story. Their hands flit about animatedly, drawing the listener into the excitement. While gestures can enhance communication, it's vital to ensure they're not distracting or misleading. Subtle gestures like nodding can show attentiveness, while exaggerated flailing might distract from the spoken message. Eye contact. The eyes have aptly been called the windows to the soul. Eye contact can convey interest, empathy, and honesty. Someone who maintains eye contact communicates confidence and respect, creating a connection with their conversation partner. On the contrary, avoiding eye contact might suggest discomfort or deceit. Picture Eliza, who carefully maintains eye contact with her friend during a heart-to-heart conversation, ensuring her friend knows she is fully present and supportive. The story in our faces. Our facial expressions can often speak louder than our words. A genuine smile can warm an entire room, while a frown might cool it just as quickly. Smiles and frowns. A smile is a universal symbol of friendliness. It breaks barriers and fosters goodwill, establishing positive interactions. Conversely, a frown can instantly shift the mood. For instance, at family gatherings, when little Jake smiles at his grandma, it lights up her face, deepening their bond. The raised eyebrow. Something as simple as a raised eyebrow can communicate doubt, curiosity, or surprise. It's a subtle cue that punctuates our verbal messages, helping us express emotions that words alone struggle to convey. The melody of the voice. Tone of voice is the music accompanying our words. It complements or contradicts the meaning of what we say. Volume and pitch. Speaking softly might convey intimacy or secrecy, while a loud voice can signal authority or excitement. Similarly, an elevated pitch might imply nervousness, whereas a lower pitch often conveys calmness and control. Rate of speech. How fast we talk can also affect interpretation. Rapid speech might indicate enthusiasm or anxiety, while a slower pace can express thoughtfulness or seriousness. During presentations, Louis speaks at a measured pace, ensuring clarity and comprehension, which helps retain his audience's attention. Harmonizing nonverbal and verbal signals. To communicate effectively, consistency between verbal messages and nonverbal cues is key. If there's a mismatch, like saying "I'm fine" with a teary eye, it breeds confusion and distrust. Aligning words with actions ensures that your communication is transparent and trusted. Consider the practice of mirroring, subtly mimicking the nonverbal behavior of the person you're interacting with. It creates rapport, subconsciously conveying a shared understanding. However, this must remain respectful and natural, as overt mirroring can appear insincere or mocking. Reading and projecting nonverbal signals. Understanding nonverbal communication starts with awareness. Pay attention not only to others' cues but to your own. Self-monitoring helps project the message we intend to deliver. Developing sensitivity. Observing interactions around us builds our sensitivity to nonverbal signals. Over time, this awareness sharpens our ability to detect and interpret subtle cues. Practicing nonverbal skills. Engage in self-reflection. Observe your gestures, facial expressions, and tone. Seek feedback from trusted friends or colleagues. What messages do you convey non-verbally? Conclusion: the symphony of communication. Mastering non-verbal communication enables us to express ourselves fully and understand others more deeply. It's about weaving together the threads of words, gestures, expressions, and tone to create a harmonious dialogue that resonates. As you continue this journey, remember that every interaction is an opportunity to practice and fine-tune this symphony, enhancing your connections and enriching your life. Chapter 8. Negotiating and Persuading. Introduction. Negotiating and persuading are essential life skills that allow us to interact effectively with others, whether at work, home, or in everyday situations. Mastering these skills helps us advocate for ourselves while maintaining positive relationships and encouraging collaboration. In this chapter, we will explore strategies to negotiate and persuade with confidence and respect. Understanding negotiation and persuasion. Negotiation is a discussion aimed at reaching an agreement where different people have different needs or perspectives. Persuasion, on the other hand, is the ability to convince someone to see things from your point of view or to agree with your proposal. These two skills often go hand in hand, and being proficient in both can lead to achieving balanced and mutually beneficial outcomes. Key principles of negotiation. 1. Preparation is key. Before entering any negotiation, research and understand what you want, what the other person might want, and any potential compromises. Knowledge is power. For instance, if you're negotiating a salary increase, Know the industry standards and your contributions to the company. 2. Set clear goals. Identify what your ideal outcome is and what you're willing to accept. Setting clear goals can help you stay focused during negotiations. 3. Listen to understand. Actively listen to the other party's needs and concerns. Understanding their perspective is crucial in finding a middle ground. 4. Stay flexible. Be open to different solutions. Often, negotiations will require give and take from both sides to reach a satisfactory agreement. 5. Build rapport. Developing a relationship with the other party can greatly enhance the negotiation process. This could mean finding common ground or demonstrating empathy towards their situation. Techniques for persuading others. 1. Establish credibility. When others see you as trustworthy and knowledgeable, they're more likely to be persuaded. For example, if you're trying to implement a new process at work, showing past successes can boost your credibility. 2. Know your audience. Tailor your message to fit the beliefs and values of your audience. People are more likely to be persuaded if they see how the outcome will benefit them. 3. Use logical and emotional appeals. Combine facts with an emotional narrative to make a compelling argument. Just facts might seem cold, but pure emotion can be dismissed as irrational. Balance the two for maximum effect. 4. Be patient and persistent. Successful persuasion may take time. Don't rush the process. Consistent efforts can slowly change minds. 5. Provide evidence. Support your arguments with data or testimonials as they can add weight to your claims. For instance, providing statistics showing the success of a strategy can convince others of its validity. Example. Scenario. Imagine you're on a community board trying to convince others to fund a new park. Start by preparing data on how parks improve community life and property values. In the meeting, actively listen to board members' concerns about the budget. Then, propose a phased approach to limit financial strain, appealing to both logic, long-term community benefits, and emotion, creating a family-friendly neighborhood. By being knowledgeable, showing empathy, and offering a compromise, you set the stage for a successful negotiation. Maintaining respect and collaboration. Regardless of the outcome, maintaining respect during negotiation and persuasion is crucial for future interactions. By being respectful, you set a foundation for future collaboration, which is essential in any relationship or organization. Conclusion. Negotiating and persuading are about finding the balance between advocating for your interests and building lasting, respectful relationships. They are not about winning or losing, but achieving win-win scenarios where both parties feel valued and respected. Through preparation, empathy, and effective communication, you can navigate these processes successfully and reach desirable outcomes. Chapter 9. Cultivating a positive communicative environment. In any meaningful relationship, whether at home or in the workplace, communication is the bridge that connects thoughts, emotions, and intentions between people. But it's not just about talking or expressing opinions. To truly foster an environment where ideas can flourish, it is essential to cultivate a space where communication is supportive, open, and encouraging. This chapter explores practical ways to create such environments where everyone feels heard and valued, leading to a more harmonious and productive atmosphere. 1. Set a welcoming tone. The first step in cultivating a positive communicative environment is to set the right tone. Begin by being approachable and showing genuine interest in others. For instance, a manager who starts team meetings with a positive, inclusive remark sets an inviting tone. I appreciate everyone being here today. Your insights make this team better, can make a world of difference in encouraging participants to engage more openly. 2. Encourage openness and honesty. Build trust by showing that honesty is not just appreciated but expected. Encourage people to express their thoughts and feelings openly without the fear of judgment. Create an atmosphere where it's okay to say, I'm not sure, or I need help, and where questioning processes or ideas is welcomed and explored, not dismissed. 3. Foster inclusivity. Ensure that everyone has the chance to contribute to conversations. This means actively inviting input from quieter or more reserved individuals. For example, during a group discussion, if one member hasn't spoken up, a simple, "I'd love to hear your thoughts on this," can invite them to share their perspective and show that their input is valued. 4. Recognize and appreciate contributions. Acknowledging contributions is key to maintaining a positive environment. Recognition need not be elaborate or formal. A simple "thanks for your insight" or "great idea" can boost morale and encourage further participation. This applies both in meetings and in more personal interactions, such as acknowledging a friend's advice or support. 5. Practice open-ended questioning. Using open-ended questions can spur deeper dialogue and elicit more thoughtful responses. Instead of asking, "Did you finish the project?" try framing it as, "What was the most challenging part of the project for you?" This approach not only promotes more meaningful communication, but also exhibits genuine curiosity about others' experiences. 6. Model constructive feedback. Ensure that feedback, when necessary, is constructive and helpful. It's vital to encourage progress, not hinder it with negative criticism. Using a balanced approach, like complimenting what was done well before suggesting improvements, can make feedback more acceptable. For example, "I really liked the way you handled X part of the project. Perhaps Y could benefit from a similar approach next time." 7. Be mindful of nonverbal cues. Communication isn't just verbal. Be mindful of body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice. In any interaction, these nonverbal cues can impact the way your message is perceived. Be sure that your nonverbal communication aligns with your words. Open body language, like making eye contact and nodding, can enhance openness and receptivity. 8. Build on ideas, don't shut them down. Resist the urge to immediately dismiss ideas. Instead, aim to build on them. A constructive approach similar to "yes" and technique used in improvisational theatre can turn an initial idea into something even greater. For example, "That's an interesting view. What if we also considered?" This technique fosters innovation and creativity. 9. Set clear agendas and intentions. Whether in a meeting or a casual discussion, clarity of purpose can help maintain focus and effectiveness. Setting a clear agenda ensures that everyone understands the goals and expectations. It helps create a shared alignment that supports open and productive communication. 10. Encourage a culture of learning. Support continuous learning by promoting curiosity and openness to new perspectives and ideas within the group. Encourage sharing knowledge and experiences, and view setbacks as learning opportunities. This mindset not only cultivates a growth-oriented environment, but also encourages everyone to contribute and lift each other up. Bringing it all together. By putting these methods into practice, you can create an enriching communicative environment where everyone's voice is valued. Whether you're in a boardroom, a classroom, or your living room, the principles of respect, inclusivity, and positivity in communication remain universal. As you strive to create supportive spaces, you will find that these environments not only nurture productive conversations, but also foster stronger relationships and a greater sense of community. Chapter 10. Putting it all together. Congratulations on reaching the final chapter of your journey toward mastering effective communication. We've traveled through the fundamentals and intricacies of using words powerfully, listening actively, and expressing ourselves clearly. We've explored how to manage our emotions, build empathy, navigate difficult conversations, and understand non-verbal cues. We've dabbled in negotiation and persuasion, and learned how to cultivate a positive communicative environment. Now it's time to integrate these lessons and make them a natural part of your daily interactions. Creating your personal communication blueprint. Picture this. Communication is like building a house. You need a strong foundation, sturdy walls, and a welcoming design. Building your personal communication blueprint is no different. It starts with recognizing that every conversation is an opportunity to apply what you've learned. 1. Foundation of self-awareness. Begin by being self-aware. Understand your communication style and identify areas for improvement. Reflect on past conversations, what went well and what could have been better. This self-awareness will guide your transformation. 2. The walls of active listening and clear expression. Construct solid walls with active listening and clear expression. Make a commitment to truly listen before reacting, ensuring that others feel heard and understood. Pair this with expressing your thoughts concisely and clearly to foster balanced dialogues. 3. The roof of emotional management. Conversations can sometimes stir emotions. A roof built with emotional management will help protect conversations from going off track. When emotions rise, take a step back, breathe, and focus on reason over reaction. 4. Windows of empathy and understanding. Install windows of empathy to let in the light of understanding. By seeing things from another's perspective, you open up spaces for connections to flourish. Empathy transforms dialogue by fostering an environment of respect and compassion. 5. Doors to difficult situations. Prepare to walk through doors into difficult conversations with courage and clarity. Plan your words thoughtfully, choose the right time, and enter these interactions with a mindset of resolution and growth. Roadmap for lifelong communication mastery. Communication is not a destination, it's a journey. Here's a roadmap to help you continually refine your skills. Practice makes perfect. Regularly engage in conversations. The more you practice these skills, the more instinctive they will become. Reflect and adapt. After key interactions, take time to reflect on what worked well and what didn't. Use these reflections to adapt and improve. Seek feedback. Ask trusted friends or colleagues for feedback on your communication style. Be open to constructive criticism and use it as a tool for growth. Learn from others. Observe skilled communicators in your life. What do they do that resonates with you? Incorporate these techniques into your own style. Stay curious. Keep learning. Attend workshops, read books, or take courses on communication. The landscape of effective communication is always evolving, and staying informed will keep your skills sharp. Embracing communicative connections. Remember, effective communication is not just about exchanging words. It's about creating connections, fostering understanding, and building a more harmonious world. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, a negotiation at work, or a friendly exchange with a stranger, your ability to communicate effectively will enrich every area of your life. As you embark on the lifelong journey of communication mastery, carry these lessons with you like a trusty compass, guiding your interactions with others. With dedication, patience, and practice, you will unlock the power of conversations and enjoy more meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Here's to a life enriched by the art of conversation, a life where words build bridges, not barriers. Your journey has just begun, and the possibilities are endless. Keep talking, keep listening, and keep growing. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us on this inspiring journey. Your desire to grow, to seek wisdom, and to spread positive energy truly makes this world a better place. We are incredibly grateful to have you as part of our community. By tuning into our audiobooks, you are not only enriching your own life, but also contributing to a ripple effect of positivity that can touch countless others. Your commitment to self-growth is both commendable and essential in these times. Remember, the power to change the world begins within each of us. We encourage you to comment below with your top learnings from this book. Let us know what resonated with you the most, and more importantly, which lessons you are planning to implement in your life. By openly declaring the new habits and principles you wish to adopt, you not only create accountability for yourself, but also inspire others in our community to strive for similar growth. Remember, sharing your breakthroughs and goals fosters a supportive network that can help you stay on track. Together, we can build an empowering circle of accountability, motivation, and success. Keep shining, keep growing, and continue spreading that incredible positive energy. The world needs it more than ever. Until next time, stay motivated and stay mystical.